I actually really enjoy is the part with the girls going across the screen wiggling her fingers all weird. Only because I totally imagine you totally doing that.
What? What? When have I ever danced?
I'm just saying, like, I can somehow, for whatever reason, picture you like deadpan stare at the camera and do like weird. Anyways, welcome back, guys. If you've just joined us on the cast here, this is the last round of 8 match to be played, the last best of 3 of the day. From this point on, everything will be best of 5s, and the finals will be a best of 7. There's $2,500 for first place. There's a lot on the line here. We'll see which of these guys gets knocked out here at the round of 8, and which will move on to the semifinals. But spawning here in the top central portion of the map, hopefully his lag a little bit better, but still, maybe not with his opening. The green Terran player Journey.
In the middle left, as the red Zerg, it is Rocket Hyun.
Okay, so 2 racks opener, or is it the Reaper is the question?
2 racks.
Yeah, the reason I'm calling 2 racks is because, well, actually maybe not, hang on.
Oh, the other CV isn't coming out.
Yeah, so this was going to talk about the Reaper. Catalina is a map that does play well into Reapers, so that's why I thought maybe this would be the one rack Reaper. And what's nice about doing it this way is you don't cut a lot of SCVs, like you still have to cut SCV productions we see here momentarily, but with only 1 racks coming down, you don't have to save for that other one. 75 gas for the refinery, much cheaper than 150 for a second barracks. Hyun does go pool first once again, but he hasn't opened with pool gas, so no fast speed or anything. I mean, we'll eventually have gas come down, but we'll see just how long this Reaper can get damage done for. If Journey was suffering from lag, this would be the worst possible opening.
Well,
so hopefully that's kind of dissipated for now. This is going to be his orbital too.
Hyun did a 13 pool, which is pretty darn fast. I feel like he thought a 2 racks was coming, not a Reaper, because obviously the early pearl helps because you do get your queens faster, but the lings don't have speed, so they actually won't catch the Reaper. But Journey, like, there's no good way in saying, like, oh, Terran should wait till the mid game or Terran should wait till the late game because that's when the lag is at least going to affect them the least. That's never ever true. You could maybe say that for like Protoss because if they get to the late game, get a death ball, maybe that's more 1 AE. But like, if there's a little bit of lag, I actually think that Reapers against at least non-speedlings is still okay. It's okay lag.
Well, gets the first link here. Camera jerks over. Man, I'm so glad Take TV hasn't complained to us about this. Like, 3 days of it at this point, they probably just learned to accept it.
We tell them to shut it. It's our tournament. First blood.
Yeah. For real. Bunker coming down. Once again, this bunker for a Reaper we don't really see do too much. Usually it's just like a hideout place, a healing spot you can sit in and do some damage while healing. But comes back for the second round of the Reaper. Queen did go to the natural transfer. Oh, that's going to be a bit awkward. Here comes that second Reaper, yeah.
Yeah, 5. He's going to go up to 5 at least. He could go up to 7 if he thinks it's going to be really effective. And seeing that there's no gas, he very well might. But there are lings in the way. Is a supply depot raised? It is. Journey's okay. No, it wasn't. Oh, okay. Whoa. But it is now.
It works out either way. Yeah, 3 Reapers now can, of course, kill Queens. This is what's really scary because with the lings not at home, there's no buffer. Drones are going to be the buffer, but drones are what you're trying to protect.
With the 5th one coming, oh god, these queens are gonna go down pretty darn fast, surprisingly fast, really. And all Journey has to do is, you know what? He doesn't even have to repair technically. He could keep 1 Reaper at home, okay, and he does, and he'd actually be perfectly fine. Like he has 4 Reapers on the side of the map. That is still good.
Yeah, it's against 3 Queens though, and there's a transfuse, so it's gonna be a little bit messy to deal with. But
as long as he can bounce back and forth,
this
can't mind.
Yeah, I like this. The fact that they went to the natural to start shutting this down too. Once that 5th Reaper does come across the map, it's a lot more killing power. He brings the 2nd barracks back home as well, and another CC's on the way. So this opens up a little bit all in for Journey. The orbital was delayed, but he's set him back a good couple of drones. Queens, of course, being incredibly emphasized right now.
Well, not doing the job. They're not larva injecting. They're not creep. Oh, there goes a creep tumor.
Well, yeah, there's like one that was placed out there too before, but the drone snipe. Of course, you need 5 to one-shot it, so just barely can't. Okay, well, we got a couple subs with us going on, so I'm just gonna take a moment to give some shoutouts and some love. Underleech, Ray192, and Chief Smoke Big Tree. That's shit, pretty funny. Thank you guys for your support. It's greatly appreciated.
Pulling back with these pulling back with these Reapers is a little surprising. I mean, yeah, he's not gonna get a lot of damage onto the drone line or the Queens with as much transfuses they have, but And since there's no gas, there was actually no reason to pull back. You could have kept them there until the Hellions joined them as well.
Yeah, I mean, what I would have really liked to have seen too is they could snipe off creep tumors. Duck in, absolutely deny any creeps right out of Hyun. But Hyun's actually got incredibly queen heavy, 4, 5 in total, so matching Reaper for Reaper. You know, we've seen Hellion Reaper with like 2 Reapers. I wonder how Hellion Reaper Banshee's gonna work with 5 Reapers.
I imagine it's gonna be pretty damn terrible. Like, you're gonna constantly try and, you know, target the Hellions, but there's gonna be so many Reapers, your queens are gonna auto-attack those ones. Like, Oh, Hyun is getting a Roach Warren. Maybe afraid of, like, he's probably just afraid of, like, the Reapers and the Hellions, yeah. But, you know, they'll help out against Hellbats as well. I don't think it's gonna be a Nidus, even though Life loves Nidus on this map. Hyun's Overlords are not in position.
Hyun's not really the guy to go for a Nidus room, though. I mean, there's some things Hyun's we just almost will never see, and it's Swarm Hosts and Nidus Worms.
Oh. Too bad he couldn't get that other creep tumor. That scan would have been worth it then, but not now.
Yeah. Of course, the scan's pretty expensive for a player like Journey, who did delay his natural for so long. Armory on the way for Hellbats, so this might just end up being a bit more of an all-in push.
Oh, yeah, you know, well, it's not all-in, but...
Well, you very quickly can be if you lose everything and have nothing at home.
I
mean,
suppose.
he's not looking to put a bunker, the wall's really delayed. Like, let's assume this was fast roaches. You know, all of a sudden, Journey's actually in a bit of trouble, I think.
Maybe. Well, we'll see. Anyways, because he has the theStC. Like, it's hard to press to call anything an all-in when you have theStC in the back of it. The goal is always to attack and also get your production ramped up behind there as well. So I don't know. If he does lose everything and a counterattack is immediate, maybe he does lose out. But with Banshees on the way, he will always have that to help him out.
Yeah, without that cloak, Queen's target firing down the Banshee. Really like that choice. Puts it back immediately. Hyun with transfuses, though, aplenty. I mean, this is the thing. He hasn't been throwing down like 90 creep tumors, so he's got a lot of transfuses banked up.
We get all these overlords. Here's where they really help out.
Oh, here's where the Hellbats come in strong. They're gonna send the Sphinx back in.
Hyun did get roaches, though, so this is a little less scary for Hyun, but I mean, if those Hellbats get on top of the roaches, it doesn't matter anymore.
He lost the queen that had like the most energy, too, so that's a lot of transfuses now gone. Fighting into a choke might not work so well, because of course these Hellbats have some splash damage, but doesn't want to fight into a concave either.
Just convert and run away. But other Banshees are on the way, so again, the counterattack we're talking about, it shouldn't end the game, but the Banshee should actually go across the map and head off the roaches, maybe? No? Okay.
Reaper's gonna hop to the main what's going on. There are roaches waiting. Was that, I guess, again with Rob before you went like Mass Reaper, 5 racks production against roaches. Yeah. Doesn't really work out.
Yeah. Journey will be going for that mech style. Good, very good. He's very aggressive with mech, though. It's not going to be a turtle-y Storm Host thing.
Right, so this is where I get a little bit, actually, curious, because you mentioned the Storm Host thing, but that's like the one unit Hyun, and I swear to you, like, will never touch. You know, for a long time, he was very adamant about never using mutas, and he didn't for the first half of Heart of the Swarm, when mutas were the only thing you should use. He's kind of adopted that mentality for Swarm Host. I think he'll use them if he absolutely has to, but he'll try every other reasoning to not use Swarm Host first. So if this is mech, there's not going to be that typical beatback.
Okay, so Hyun is going across the map, and the Banshees did not cut this off. They didn't scout it. They're not there to add the extra damage. And Journey's tanks, I mean, it's not really that high of a tank count. They will bust through this wall. A lot of Marines to help out add DPS, but where's the people?
Banshees were doing some good damage, but they do get picked off. That's very problematic. But back at home, even more problematic, as you point out, the roaches.
If the Banshees were here, we're adding so much more damage.
The problem is, as we see the tank's too close to the ledge, this always happens with Terran players. Without that tank, I actually don't know if he can stop this. I mean, SUs might be better off running to the third.
2 Banshees died on this on the map as well.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at before the fight began. So this went down really quick. Roaches come out. This new tank also going to fall. Journey in a really bad spot, in a really bad way. Production blocking out one of the other tanks from popping out. This was barreled the wrong way. He realized that too at the last second. GG. Oh, I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed.
Same here.
You know, like, I'm not trying to, like, I'm not at all shit-talking Journey here, guys. He can play better. He should have played better. I don't know if that was just purely lag or what the deal was, but congratulations to Hyun! This finalizes our semifinals now. 3 Zergs and a Protoss. Bomber, this is your fault.
You don't know. Maybe Bomber would have totally bombered it up and lost, and there'd be 4 Zergs.
Very possible. We're gonna go back to the Korean server now, try and get contact with Life and JYP guys, because their match will be up next. We had 4 subs going.